lost. What are you? He told us.
In January of 2012, a group of Bhutanese refugee women met with 2 photographers and 3 volunteers from Lutheran Family Services to learn how to use a new tool, a camera. They gathered in a small apartment where one of the women lived with her family. With donated digital cameras, they began to learn how to look at the world through the lens. For most of the women, it was the first time they had ever held a camera. During the 1990s, many ethnic Nepalese people were expelled from southern Bhutan, and nearly 100,000 of them ended up in refugee camps along the Nepal-Bhutan border. Now considered neither Nepalese nor Bhutanese, they had limited access to resources while living in the camps. The women of Picture Me Here spent a minimum of 10 years in the camps before being resettled to Denver, Colorado. After a month of classes, 8 women consistently showed up with their cameras, and the project Picture Me Here was born. The volunteers and refugee women began learning about one another's cultures, lives, and languages through photography. They showed one another aspects of their surroundings that were familiar and some brand new, things like car washes, Nepalese spiced snacks, bulldozers, and Krishna temples. The photographic adventures that the collective group went on were typically of the neighborhood where the women live in Aurora, Colorado. The photographers would give the women assignments to work on during the week. Most of the photos were of family members, ceremonies, and their homes. Pingala lived in a refugee camp for 18 years in Nepal. She talked with Colorado Public Radio about one of the photographs she took and why it's important to her.
One picture that I took, I remember, is during our festival. It's called Tihar. It's the festival for brothers and sisters, and we celebrate together. So I had taken the picture during that festival, and it just so refreshing. It keeps my memory alive because I live away from my brothers, and it's just so helpful in refreshing our memories. So I love that picture.
As the project got underway, Platform, a visual arts nonprofit and exhibit space, offered to show the women's photography. One of the classes included going to the art gallery. This was truly an eye-opening experience for the new photographers because it was their first time to visit a gallery and see photography shown as artwork.
This is composition. So different pictures, but unity.
So like a different color but the same picture.
6 types of it.
जसले अब color त different हैन म यो चर्च त एउटै हो
Do it. Try in your camera.
The women began to see their surroundings in a new form with photography. They also realized that they could record their memories with a camera. Over the course of 5 months, the women's photographs became more composed, and they were more comfortable taking photographs outside of their homes and families.
The only thing I regret about is that we didn't have cameras when we were in the refugee camp before, and now that my family is separated, I wish we had taken pictures of our family together. Now I live with my husband's extended family, but if I had taken pictures of all my family and his together, it would have been a great memory for all of us because we are separated right now, and I still remember them.
The instructors were equally inspired by the experience through the cultural exchange as they became friends of the women. Most spoke very little English, and the group learned to communicate through the language of photography.
There's something really refreshing about their images because they were using really out-of-date cameras. We had all the cameras donated by random people. Their images are not commercial. They're not crisp. They're not perfectly composed. The colors are off. There's just some wonderful surprises that looking at all of the images, I felt like I was revisiting what first drew me to photography, and it was really refreshing.
The exhibit at Platform was truly a success. 83 of their photographs were transferred to wood, then arranged by topic and accompanied by stories. It was a great evening of integration and excitement.
अमेरिकनले हाम्रो फोटो हेर्दा चाहिँ अब हाम्रो वातावरण कस्तो छ के छ
I think by looking at our picture, the Americans would get some new ideas about how we live, about our lifestyle, the way we dress up, our languages, and our culture, most importantly. Because we are so different from them, and it's important, like through these pictures, they will know who we are.